Anyone who's been through cancer and thinks that they don't think about recurrence is probably fibbing to themselves. It's always at the back of your mind. It might not be there every single day, but it is part of the subconscious. Through my personal experience, I would say, now that I'm at the other end and I've heard the R word, it's not that scary. That you can live your life day to day and you don't have to fear recurrence. That if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. What I try to do is tell folks that I meet that they don't have to be afraid. I mean, we lived in fear of hearing you have breast cancer, then you heard it and you're still here. So you don't have to live in fear of hearing you have recurrence, because I'm still here. I've always been one who's wanted to keep commitments. I hate letting somebody down, but what I do is think harder when I make a commitment. Because you know, you can make a promise, but sometimes it's a flippant promise. You know, will you do X with me? Sure, no problem. That's one more piece of stress you don't need. That, okay, I promise I'll have lunch with Mary for the last month. Why have that plaguing on your mind for a month? You don't need it. It's much better to say, Mary, I can't do it for a couple of months. Because the first thing Mary will say is, great, no worries. And literally, you will have no worries. So that would be my biggest advice to anyone, would be to minimize the stress in your life and really come to terms with things that are giving you stress, because that detracts and that takes away the energy you need to really do what you need to do and survive this. I think as I've gone through my survivorship experience, there have been several phrases, philosophies that have come into play as I've moved through various stages. One being one from Winston Churchill, around the time of the Battle of Britain, when he said that this is not the beginning of the end, but the end of the beginning. And I think you couple that with, you know, the good old phrase carpe diem, and you basically end up with a philosophy of, I have no more excuses, and I can now actually, with clear conscience, do what I want to do. Because of the person I was, still am really, kept putting things off, and especially things I really wanted to do. And I don't do that anymore. And I think I'm better for it. I've had a lot more fun. I'm Max Yonker, I'm 40 years of age, and I'm a breast cancer survivor.